All right, friends. Happy December 20th. We are getting to the final stretch of 2018, and I am really excited about the upcoming chapter for our business, for our team, for each and every single one of you. But what I wanted to talk about a little bit before we actually move into what 2019 looks like is the fact that there is still time in 2018. But I think what happened for some of you, and not calling anyone out specifically, but I want you to internally reflect and ask yourself if you thought November was so good, right? November was amazing. That when December hit, you thought, nobody's really going to want to buy because everybody bought from me in November, right? I'm not going to have a lot of good sales because I had so many good sales in November. And, we had all those Black Friday sales. So I'm just not even going to push real hard because I'm sure December is probably going to be a bust. But that is not happening for a lot of people. And it's a mindset game. If you thought that, you literally shot yourself in the foot, because I'm going to call you out, Holly, because Holly had over $10,000 in PRS last month, and she's got over almost $4,000 this month. So if she would have sat back and said, well, I promoted to green last month, I'm, at the top, I'm just going to sit back and relax a little bit. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to, not push as hard in December, and I'll just hit it again in January. And she wouldn't be sitting on almost $4,000 in sales right now in the month of December. So many times we plant seeds of doubt in our own heads and we get in our own way. We say things like, I can't recruit. Recruiting's so hard. Or I can't get sales. Nobody wants to buy from me. All of my friends are broke. I talked to Kanisha Morrison. She's a Black Status presenter above Adriana this weekend for my podcast. And she said something that just blew me away. And I've been chewing on it for a while since I talked to her. She said, being broke is a temporary financial situation. Being poor is a mindset. So when you look around at your friends and your family and they're not buying from you, notice if they're broke or if they're poor, because they're two totally different things. Being broke is temporary. Being broke says, you know what? I just barely got paid. I got bills to take care of, but I got two jobs running and I'm going to make some things happen. Being poor is a totally different thing, because it's all about your mindset. It's coming from a place of lack, coming from a place of scarcity, where you won't spend $99 because you don't think you can make another $99, right? So a lot of this business is overcoming old programming in our minds. And a lot of what happened in December, I think for some of you, is that you got in your own way and you shot yourself in the foot from having another good month because last month was a good month. So I want you to ask yourself, why couldn't you have 2 good months in a row? Why is that impossible to think that abundance stops because November is over? Why is it that we say things like, I'm bad at recruiting? Right? If you keep saying that, guess what you're going to get more of? Lack of recruiting, low sponsoring numbers, lack of sales. So I want you to look for all of the places that you are self-sabotaging your business with these pre-programmed things. And it starts with even like thinking about who you're going to message. Oh, I'm not going to message Shelly because she probably wouldn't be into this. Or, oh, I'm not going to message Melanie because it's not really her thing and she works a full-time job. Or I'm not going to message Sarah because, I know her car just broke down and she probably had a lot of car bills to pay. No. That's what you got. You got 3 guaranteed no's from those thought processes. And we've got to stop doing that. We've got to get out of their wallets and stop trying to be their accountant. It is not your job to budget their finances. It is not your job to say whether they do or do not have enough money for Unique. We are offering an opportunity to change lives, to increase financial freedom, to invite them into the sisterhood, to give them the support system and the positivity, the uplifting love that we have for each other. I cheer for each and every single one of you. I want each and every one of you to cheer. Don't they deserve that too? Yes, they do. And oh man, I took my chocolates upstairs. One of my favorite things that my coach told me once is that this business is like a box of chocolates. And every time you offer it to somebody, you're saying, would you like one of these chocolates? We get offended when somebody tells us no. But why? It's a box of chocolates. That's fine. I'm going to go give it to somebody else because it's good. What we're offering is amazing. But we get these stories in our head about why things are so challenging, and we fill in the gaps with a lot of like made up stuff about why people aren't signing with us. But really, the reason why nobody's signing with you and the reason why you don't have the sales that you want to have is because your mindset is off, because you're not thinking from a place of moving and doing and growing. You're thinking from that poor mindset, I'm not good enough mindset, that I'm not strong enough mindset, I'm still too new mindset. My son brought me my box of chocolates. I can show you guys. He heard me say box of chocolate. Anybody want a chocolate? Mm-hmm. Right? Look, it's a variety. You can do anything you want with it. You could take the white chocolate, you could take the milk chocolate, you could take the dark chocolate. There's something for everybody in this business. It's not a one-shot, it's not like the same thing for everybody. It's a little bit different for each and every person that you come in contact with, and that's the beauty of this business. But so much of what we're doing is getting in our own way. And I want you guys to really evaluate and take some time in self-reflection as we move into 2019 in the chapter that's closing to say, what did I do right and where can I get better? Right? It's not about just beating yourself up and saying, I suck, I suck, I suck. But we do need to look at the places where we can get better and stronger as people, as presenters, as women, as business owners. All of those things are parts of who we are. So you can't just work on one area of your life. You've got to level up the whole thing. Right? Like, ask yourself, when you go to work, are you half-assing it? Like at your job that you get paid for, are you half-assing it? Because that's a sign of something that you need to fix inside of yourself, right? Because if you're half-assing it at a job that pays you a full-time salary, you're probably half-assing it at Younique too, right? If you're cutting corners in your diet, you're probably cutting corners with Younique too, right? Some of this is just bad programming. We've taught ourselves to be quitters. We've taught ourselves to let go. We've taught ourselves that it's okay to fail. And we've stopped demanding excellence from our lives, from the people that we have in our relationships, from our finances. And it's time for 2019 to start demanding excellence in everything that you do. You take ownership of that. You take ownership of your life. You take ownership of your business. And then in 2019, we manifest the most, right? Stop settling for less than what you deserve. Okay. That's what I wanted to talk about. I want you to think about how you're programming your business to fail based on old thought patterns. We got to level up. Okay. So let's take a second to open this up for some questions, as it is the end of the year. Who has questions? Who needs help with anything that's going on? One more thing I want to talk about before we do questions, I meant to mention. Have you guys seen the announcement about the Eric Worre training that's being made available to every single presenter? So it's over $8,000 worth of training that's going to be personalized to the unique presenter. It's going to be available to you for free just for being a part of this business. In case you didn't know, Eric Worre is one of the biggest head honchos in network marketing, multi-million-dollar earner. He's done it several times in several different types of businesses. He's the master. He was the keynote speaker at our convention this year, and he gave me chills and had me crying in my seat when I listened to him talk for 30 minutes. So I can't imagine how valuable this $8,000 training is that we're going to get for free. Younique is giving us the tools. It is on us to actually use them. All right. So I'm excited about those tools. I cannot wait to see what he gives us. And I I believe them when they say 2019 is going to be the biggest year Younique has ever had. And if you don't believe them, again, you need to find out what's going on in your brain that's saying, no, it's probably going to suck. You're right. If you think it's going to suck, guess what? You're right. If you think it's going to be amazing, guess what? You're right. You have a choice. Do you want to be on the success train with us, or do you want to keep staying in the suck where you've been for a while? Okay. Now let's do questions.
Okay, when is this training?
I didn't see that there was a date, but there was a 15-minute video that he just posted, and so I have to go back and watch it. I haven't had time. I had meetings for my corporate government job today, so I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. I don't know if he laid out any dates in that, but it should. I think they're working on it right now, so it should be launching soon.
He didn't lay out dates, but he gave everyone a task.
Oh, so there is it's task driven. So I like that.
Well, I mean, it's more of a put something out in the universe type of thing.
Yeah.
You'll see when you watch it.
Okay. So I'll post that in the team page so that you guys can watch it as well. Because I've also read GoPro, so that's a nice task for you guys to do if you need to get a book. GoPro is a really good one to help you understand the ins and the outs of network marketing, because network marketing is a little bit different than a regular 9-to-5. We want to learn how to master this craft, right? Just like we would watch YouTube videos by one of the famous makeup artists just to learn how to do a cut crease, or we would learn how to do our brows, or just like we would study anything else. Like we would go, like my husband and I just signed up for the Dave Ramsey Financial Freedom course so that we could learn how to better our finances. It's all along the same lines. So if you want to be successful at this, it doesn't hurt to take the training. You're not going to be dumber when it's over. Right? So how can it hurt? Is dumber a word? You're not going to be more dumb. No, that doesn't sound right. I like dumber. Okay, I'm just going to go.
Dumber.
You're going to be dumber by.
There was a whole movie about it. Dumb and Dumber.
Dumberer.
Dumb.
You're not going to be dumber by taking a training, right? No. If anything, you're going to come out of that saying, okay, I learned something. I don't know if it'll apply, but maybe I'll save it for later. Maybe it'll come up at a different time when you're in a different space. So, yeah, hopefully the training comes out soon. I'm excited. Oh, also, convention tickets. If you guys want to go to convention, the early bird pricing is over at the end of the year. So you have until December the 31st to get early bird pricing for the convention, which is the first weekend in August in Orlando. It is life-changing. Life-changing. I love it. Shanna, did you make a face? You don't think it's life-changing? You didn't love it? You're muted. I'm calling you out. I'm unmuting you.
Hi. Yeah, Orlando is life-changing, but Disney is life-changing.
Disney? We're talking about convention, Disney. Yes, and Mickey Mouse will be there, so it can't be bad, right? You get a dose of
There you go.
I gotta go.
Florida, so, you can make a whole trip out of it. I think it's the best location we've had so far.
I agree.
I gotta go, Bree.
All right, love ya.
Love you too.
Nope, stop. All right, friends. Anybody else have any questions? Angie, Anna, some of the new girls, do you guys need anything? Gabby?
I do have one question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I did start a new program. I'm starting on the 7th of January where I'm becoming a CNA through my job.
Okay.
So I'm getting paid doing it, but Amber's been helping me with it, but it's like, how do I work out school, work, and Younique all at the same time? Because I'll be in school for 20 hours and then at work for the other 20.
So that's a 40-hour week commitment, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me just give you a number really quick. You work 40 hours a week?
Yep.
There are 7 days in a week times 24 hours. That's 168 hours. You want to take away the 40 hours that your obligations take you, that's still 128 hours. Even if you got to sleep and you got your family and, all of that, let's divide that by 7. That's still 18 hours a day that you could find some time for your business. And it might not be hourly increments. It might not be a 2-hour chunk, but you might be able to find 15 minutes here or 20 minutes there and piece together a good 2 or 3 hours every single day for your business, even with a 40-hour-a-week commitment. You know, you could even still get 8 hours of sleep in that. That's 18 hours. You could get 8 hours of sleep and still have 10 hours to kind of figure out what else you're going to do. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what is imperative is that what I would recommend is that you write down your daily schedule and map it out hour to hour. What are you doing? From 6 to 7 in the morning, I'm doing this. From 7 to 8, I'm doing this. And then look for the holes, right? Like Swiss cheese. Look for the holes and then plug Younique into those spots. Don't wing it. Be very practical. Be very tactical in how you approach that time.
Sounds good. I'll do that.
And Holly?
I was just going to say, last year I was not going to go to convention. I thought that was not something I needed to do. I really had no clue what I was doing. I think I was like in status at the time. And I thought it just really wasn't super important. I really didn't know what it was. I can tell you that since I went to convention last year, I cannot wait to go to convention this year. So if you are even remotely considering going to convention, please go. You will not regret it. It was amazing.
The statistics that they give you is that it's like a 75% increase of promoting within 90 days of going to a convention. So, and what did I say? 80%, I think she said, Kanisha said 80% increase in your chances of promoting within 90 days of going to your convention. Convention was in August, and Holly and I promoted in November. We both went to convention. So show up to go up. That saying applies for a reason. You know, you get tools, you get tips, you get fire, you get excitement, you get sisterhood, you get
Yeah, so much.
I need roommates.
We can definitely do that, Susan. Lots of people roommate up. I roommate up still, although this year I won't be because, I think, we might be rooming up a little bit, but my husband and my kids are coming, so I have to, you know.
You're full. Your boat is full.
No vacancy.
We'll find somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it won't be a problem at all. And the room block is coming out, and you guys can definitely room up 2, 3. Last year, I knew some girls that they were sleeping 6 to a room, and they made loaves of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches so that they didn't have to pay for meals. Like when you make that kind of commitment and put it out into the universe, it pays you back in dividends.
I'm not eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Come on, that's
I'm
a
big
classic.
girl now. I know. I like them for a snack, but I'm not going to eat them 24/7 for a week.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do when your priorities are strong.
You're right.
You know?
You're right, but I got a little older priorities.
So. I got you. You've earned the right to have whatever you want to eat.
That's right. It's my turn to relax and just get through this, which I'm going to.
Anybody else? Questions? Angie?
I don't think so.
Cool. Gabby? No. I'm calling you all out because I'm giving you a chance to talk. April? You good? All right. You guys are doing amazing. Everybody that shows up on this team call, it says something about your focus, and I appreciate that. And one of the things my coach told me was to focus on those that show up for you. So if I'm in your messenger, it's because you're showing up, and I want to make sure that you have my attention and that if you need something, I'm there for you and you're not feeling like you're floundering. Okay. It's not because
You always have my attention, honey.
I love you guys. All right. I will not see you until after the holidays. So enjoy your beautiful Christmas with your families. I hope you get everything that you asked Santa for. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful night, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
Merry Christmas. Happy
Merry
New Year,
Christmas.
girlfriend.
Bye, everybody.